Hi everyone, this is Teacher Jen from Camglish.com and welcome to Essential Grammar in Use book by Raymond Murphy. Today, we will continue our discussion on Unit 67. We will talk about countable and uncountable nouns. If you can still remember, we already talked about countable nouns. Now, we will talk about uncountable nouns. So, students, what are uncountable nouns? It's the complete opposite of countable nouns. Uncountable nouns are substances, concepts, etc. that we cannot divide into separate elements. We cannot count them. For example, we cannot count milk. We can count, or we can say, bottles of milk or liters of milk, but we cannot count milk itself. Here are some examples. Let's read them. Music, art, love, happiness, advice, information, news. Furniture, luggage, rice, sugar, butter, water. Electricity, gas, power, money, currency. So again, students, uncountable nouns are nouns that we cannot count. We cannot divide or separate them. But of course, there are ways to count them, but we cannot count them, and we cannot count those nouns itself. Okay? Let's take a look at these pictures. Water, air, rice, salt, plastic, money, music, tennis. Water. We cannot count water. It's liquid. If we will have some containers for it, we can count. But if water itself, we can't. Also salt, we cannot count it. Money, no. And music, no. We cannot say or use the numbers 1, 2, or 3, so on, plus these things. We cannot say 1 water or 2 musics. That is wrong. Uncountable nouns have only one form. Alone, money, and with some words. The money, my money, some money, much money. Let's read some examples. I've got some money. There isn't much money in the box. Money isn't everything. So as you can see, we use the words some and much. Also, we can use it alone or as it is. So as you know, students, we usually treat uncountable nouns as singular. We use a singular verb. Again, we usually treat uncountable nouns as singular. We use a singular verb. For example, this news is very important. This news is very important. Your luggage looks heavy. Your luggage looks heavy. So here, as you can see, we have the words news and luggage. These are uncountable nouns. We treat them as singular. That's why we use singular verbs is and looks. We do not usually use the indefinite articles a or an with uncountable uncountable nouns. We cannot say an information or a music. That's wrong. But we can say a something of, a piece of news, a bottle of water, a grain of rice. In that way, we can describe our uncountable nouns. Okay? Also, we can use the words some and any. I've got some money. Have you got any rice? We can use also the words little and much to modify our uncountable nouns. I've got little money. I haven't got much rice. Remember those, students? So again, in these sentences, we have our uncountable nouns. And as you can see, we used singular verb. There isn't much money and money isn't. Again, we cannot use the articles a or an plus those uncountable nouns. We cannot say a money, a music, or a water. But we can say a piece of or a bottle of plus uncountable nouns. Now let's read the following. A bottle of water, a piece of cheese, a bowl of rice, a carton of milk, a bottle of perfume, a cup of coffee, a bar of chocolate, a piece of music, a game of tennis. So in that way or in those ways, using those words, we can modify our uncountable nouns. But remember, we cannot count them. We cannot use numbers and indefinite articles. Okay? Now, students, I want you to review this lesson and memorize all the important information about uncountable nouns. Also, I would like to encourage you to enroll in Camglish.com's classes because we can definitely help you improve your English skills. Now, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. This is Teacher Jen from Camglish.com saying goodbye and see you on our next video. Goodbye!